Welcome to the channel, my name is Agent00sonic, and today we'll be doing a time-lapse of me drawing Sonic the Hedgehog. Let's get to it. This character does not need much of an explanation, and I could talk about him for ages. No, seriously, like he's my favorite character and just everything about him. And if you know me, then you already know my admiration and history with this blue blur, but I digress. Sonic the Hedgehog, for those that do not know, for whatever bizarre reason, is the current mascot for Sega, but that was not always the case. Prior to Sonic's introduction, Alex Kidd was the original mascot for Sega for approximately 5 years from his debut in 1986 on the Sega Master Console system in his game Alex Kidd in Miracle World. And although his game sold fairly well on the system during the late 80s and early 90s, a certain mustache branding plumber was taking the home gaming console war by storm as the icon of Nintendo. Sega was managing, but needed to have something to compete with Mario, otherwise they would fall further behind in this race, and the space was widening. So what they decided to do was have a competition within their company in all their various branches for the next mascot, getting a plethora of submissions from employees, and some were wild. No, seriously, look at this. This was Teddy Roosevelt in pajamas! And yes, this one looked like an elementary student drawing, but this was a consideration for the mascot of Sega. Okay, confession, Sonic was not the original winner of this contest. It was actually this rabbit. And Sega got so far as to making a game around this rabbit, but with some discussions that came up, they decided that they were wanting another choice. Along came a submission from the video game designer Naoto Oshima, who pretty much nailed it. What you're currently looking at is not Sonic, well, not quite yet, but rather Mr. Needle Mouse. And even in the game's creation, he was called Mr. Hedgehog. This was the final design that was made, and in the end, of course, with a few minor tweaks, Sega had their mascot that was, ready or not, going to take on the mustache man himself. Sonic's blue fur comes from the matching of the Sega logo, and the iconic red and white shoes to represent the big man himself. Yeah, Santa Claus. The physical attributes with the buckle and all came from the late Michael Jackson, surprisingly enough, and lastly, his can-do attitude came from the then governor of Arkansas, Bill Clinton, who was an upcoming candidate for the President of the United States. I think he won that one. So that was a brief history of his origins, but what about Sonic himself? Well, for starters, his first video game appearance was not in his own game, similar to Mario's debut, but rather an Easter egg in the arcade racing game Rad Mobile, which debuted on February 26, 1991 in arcades around the country, around the world, and then as a playable character in his debut game on the Sega Genesis on June 23, 1991, so aptly named Sonic the Hedgehog, where the two minds of Naoto Oshima and programmer Yuji Naka gave life to Sonic along with their team, proclaiming themselves as, well, the Sonic team. Since his appearance in the video game scene, Sonic has appeared in many platforms of media. Video games alone, he has appeared in over 150 games himself. Merchandise. A lot of merchandise. TV shows, manga, movies, and comics, which, according to the Guinness Book of World Records, Sonic is recognized as the longest running comic based upon a video game to date. Personality-wise, besides his can-do attitude, Sonic is a free, easygoing kind of hedgehog. He has a very witty personality and short-tempered, who gets pretty upset with slower moving things. But he does have a soft spot for his friends and his partner in crime that can be considered his brother, Miles Tells Prower. He fights for freedom and the other creatures of his world against the evil Dr. Robotnik, or commonly known as Eggman, from becoming part of his mechanical crew. He is most notable for his speed, running faster than the speed of sound, the fastest hedgehog around. I did some digging around to find his exact top speed, and well, to be quite honest, it really depends who you're asking, who you're talking to, and what game you're playing. He could outrun a black hole, or do light dash, move faster than the speed of light, or get captured by a dart truck driving. What I'm saying is Sonic's speed comes down to whatever scenario he's in, and truthfully it's one of my biggest gripes, but hey, everyone's gotta have something. Sonic doesn't have just any regular old red and white shoes that I've been searching for in my size. I'm not set or anything, or broke, that'd be ridiculous. According to the comic storyline, his shoes are created by his uncle Sir Charles Hedgehog. These shoes were infused with power rings that would prevent his soles from ever running down. And that, ladies and gents, is the history of Sonic the Hedgehog in a nutshell. Beautiful. Alright, so, oh, that's too low. here it is. Hopefully you enjoy the video. Hopefully you enjoy it. I will say that this drawing, I have it right here. Bam! This came out so well. Like, I am pleasantly surprised at how well this came out. Like, you have no idea. I started doing the hair like this, and then I did the body like this, and I was kind of beyond the two. Try and get it so that way the light's not glaring. But man, then did like the little square, so it looks like he was like stepping out of it, and the bottom of the picture right here, so it's pretty clutch. I like it. Like, man, I have been wanting to do this drawing. It's been in my computer for, I kid you not, probably 2, maybe 3 years. Wow, 2016, scratch that. 4 years I've been wanting to do this drawing. I wanted to do this drawing right here for 4 years, and I finally did it. And all it took was a worldwide pandemic for me to finally do this Sonic the Hedgehog drawing. So, thank you so much for watching this video, for watching this channel. Peace, love, and hot sauce. And until next time, thanks for watching.